Hey guys, welcome back to Coastal Kitten Care. Today, I'm doing a little bit of a different video, not so much of a different video, but it's not with foster kittens because I don't have Coda anymore, but it's with my cat. I kind of, not really sad news because it's gonna be the best for her, but, so, before my aunt was going to be adopting Coda, but she wanted an outside cat because she just didn't really want an inside cat because she kind of, I don't know, she just didn't want an inside cat. Like, I understand, cats have litter boxes, and I'm happy that she decided it was like, oh, I can't take him if he has to be inside, rather than taking him and just kicking him outside, or taking him and then just giving him away. So I'm really happy that she, reached out and was like, I can't take him unless he can be an outside cat. So I'm like, okay, then we'll find him a different home. So I'm happy about that. But then we are going to be moving in a few months, and we're going to be traveling in a few months, and then about a year we're moving. So we're traveling, and with a cat, my cat is not really like a people's cat. She's friendly, but we've had her since she was a little kitten. She's about 7 or 8 years old now, and for the first 5 years, no, probably first 6 years of her life, maybe even 7 years of her life, she was an indoor cat. She always had some litter box issues. We brought her to the vet. She didn't have like a URI or anything, or UTI. I think that's what makes them pee everywhere. UTI. So that was good, and they just said it's just like her behavior. She just isn't, like, she just doesn't, she's kind of like a moody cat, I guess. So if she doesn't want to use the litter box, she just won't use the litter box. So we were like, okay, and then she got to the point where she just was super unhappy indoors, where to the point she would growl and hiss, hide, always be frightened. She didn't like all the constant attention. And with our house, I have 3 brothers and sisters that are younger than me with 2 adults, and we have visitors and friends over a lot. So it just wasn't the best for her. So then we live in a neighborhood, where you can have community cats, which is just, or outdoor cats. There's a lot of community cats here, which are just stray cats that people feed, but they're like normally kind of socialized, but a lot of them are pretty feral. So cats are very welcome to stay outside here. It's not like a neighborhood where you can't have any outdoor cats. Cats are welcome here. So we decided, okay, she used to always be like when she was like 4 and 5, she was kind of like an indoor outdoor cat. She would go outside sometimes and then come in just whenever she wanted or whatever. So yeah, she was kind of like an indoor outdoor cat, and then we decided it might be best that she becomes an outdoor cat. She was so unhappy indoors. I just felt horrible keeping her inside where she wasn't happy. When she was outside, she was the sweetest cat ever. She was so happy. So we decided to make her a full-time outdoor cat, and that was the best decision of my life, and best for her. She is so happy now because we live in Florida, so there's tons of lizards. She always hunts her lizards. We feed her, water her. We have like a big screen porch that she can go in, places to hide when it's hot, and she has been outside for about a year or 2 now, and it has definitely completely changed her life, and it's just so good for her. So whenever we're traveling, it's not going to be good. We live in a pretty decent sized house. Like, it's not like a mansion or anything, but it's not like really small. So like, she has tons of room to run and hide, but she still didn't like it when she was inside. But whenever we're traveling, we're always going to be close spaces. So especially if she didn't like a bigger house, then she definitely won't like a super small, like, RV, or, different places we go. We might stay at a hotel sometimes, like small places. So we thought it was best and that she goes and lives at our aunt's house. So she wanted an outdoor cat, and she's not going to be going there permanently for about a year while we're traveling, and then we're going to build a house on land and stuff, and then we'll take her back. So it's not like we're getting rid of her or anything. She's staying with family, and they're just kind of like fostering her for a year, keeping her for us for a year. And they live in the country. It's super like nice. Like, they have a creek, and then they have like a big open land, and they have some woods. And she'll be so much happier there because she can just run around. Right now, like I said, we live in a neighborhood, so she kind of only has her backyard. She doesn't really run away from our backyard ever. Like, she might kind of walk down the sidewalk or whatever, but other than that. So she'll be so happy to have all that room to exercise and just be a free cat. Like, cats naturally are from outside, so it's not dangerous to keep them outside as long as they're old enough, healthy, that, you know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, don't keep your cat outside. Well, like, literally, they like it outside. Like, if it's best for your cat, keep them outside. So, she's going to be going there. So, we're going to Missouri tomorrow. We'll probably already be back by the time you guys see this video. But, so we're going to be bringing her with us because we're moving in like 2 months, probably, or 3 maybe, and we won't be able to, like, bring her. We don't go to Missouri. We only go to Missouri once or twice a year, so this is, like, the best time. It's not like we're going to be going to Missouri again in 2 months, so that's why we're going to be bringing her now. And then, yeah, so my aunt also has another cat, another outdoor cat, so I'm hoping they get along well. If not, it's such a big area, they can be apart from each other. It's not like they're forced to socialize with each other. So, I mean, we have, like, other community cats here, and my cat never bothers them, so I think she'll be fine. But I'm going to kind of show you guys what I'm bringing. It's an 800-mile road trip. So, it's about, we're going to 400 about miles to Atlanta. I don't actually know how many miles it is. But we're going to go to Atlanta tomorrow, spend the night at a hotel, and the next day finish our trip to Missouri. But it's about 800, almost 900 miles total. So, I'm going to kind of show you guys what I have. So, the first thing I have is obviously a carrier for her. This is just a soft-sided carrier. I just for my foster kitten. It's seriously my favorite carrier ever. It has so many like pocket storage spaces, and it just can. It's just really. I just really love this carrier. And she is kind of a smaller side cat. She's about 7 or 8 pounds, and she's, like I said, like 8 years old. So she's a smaller cat. So if you had a bigger cat, I'm not sure if they would fit in here, but since she's a smaller cat, she'll be perfectly fine. So the next thing that I have is just this kind of just goes on the bottom. It has like Velcro. It has Velcro on the bottom, just kind of like a base, I guess, to kind of make it more sturdy. And then I also have a blanket I'm going to put in here. These are just for my foster kittens that I have. I'm lucky because I have a lot of cat stuff. And so otherwise I would be having to go out and buy all this stuff if I didn't have a lot of kittens all the time. And then I have another blanket just in case, you know, she throws up or whatever. I have another blanket here. I might actually grab another one because I'll probably start off with these two in the carrier and then throw up, and then I'll probably grab another one in case because, well, we used to live in Missouri and she did travel here, but she was only a year or two, and obviously on younger cats it's less hard because they, you know, like older cats, you know, stuff can be more stressful for them. So, but she did good on the way here whenever we moved like 5 years ago, which was only like 1 or 2. So I'm pretty sure she'll be fine there. I did get more stuff this time because I realized like how stressful it can be for cats to travel, because before I didn't know that because I didn't foster kittens. I wasn't familiar with cats. So I'm a lot more educated now on how to make the travel a lot less stressful for cats. The next thing that I have are these litter dishes, because you can just use them as, well, they're actually just these dishes, but you can use them as like a litter box. This is what I use for my kittens. And what I'll probably do, actually I'm not sure. So, yeah, it just has 2, and then it even has the lid, so I could use the lids as a litter box if I needed to. And, yeah. Basic work, you can throw them away, and I got a pretty big size because she's not a huge cat, but she's bigger than a kitten, so this is like how big it is. And I'm gonna put a bag of litter. Since she is an outdoor cat, she doesn't ever use the litter box. I mean, it's like a natural instinct, like I said. But I don't have litter for her, so I have to use my kitten litter, which is the non-clumping litter. It's like the same thing, but yeah. Okay, the next thing that I have is a collar. I did buy this for her today because she currently didn't have a collar. She used to have a collar, but then she just, I mean, she always stays in our yard. She's microchipped. People like, our neighbors know it's our cat because, you know, it's just like a community, like, you know, kind of know whose pet it's whose. But since she's going to a new place and the people around her might not be familiar with her, I'm going to put a collar so people know she's not just like a stray cat someone dropped off. They know she has a home. So if you're going to have an outdoor cat, I recommend these collars for any type of cat, no matter if they're outdoor or indoor, because they can get stuck on anything, no matter if they're outdoor or indoor. But it's like a breakaway collar. It's just like this. And then it can go back in. So it's like, so if they get stuck, like let's say this is their Okay, so like let's say this is like the collar on there. This is the cat's neck right here. And let's say they get stuck on something. Like let's say this is a pull and they get stuck on it like this. And if it's not a breakaway collar, they'll just be stuck and they could die. But since it's a breakaway collar, they had to pull and it will snap off like that. So that's what's really good about these collars, because if they get stuck on anything, it's not dangerous for them to have on. So she's going to have this since it's a new place. I'll just put her on it while we're traveling too. And then the next thing I have is a harness. I already had this. I'm not sure if this will fit her. I think it will. Because like I said, she's a huge cat and she's like kind of fluffy. So she's even smaller than she looks. But just for like rest areas and stuff, if she needs to get out to use the litter box, I'm not risking her. We're going to be off the interstate. Like I'm not risking her running away, if that makes any sense. I'm going to put a harness on her. A lot of people might be like, oh, don't do that. Like I would rather her be more like kind of a little bit uncomfortable with the collar on than her running away and getting hit by a car on the interstate. That's just my opinion though. So she has to use the litter box. I can put the litter box like in the trunk or on the floor, and then I have a leash, and then I actually also have a leash that I already have. So I already have this. I have so many leashes, I don't know why, but I chose this one because it's just super lightweight, it's super thin, and it's pretty short, so she can't like run. If a car is coming, she can't like run into the road or anything. So yeah, this goes on her like this, and she won't have this on when she gets to my aunt's house. Then she'll just have the collar on, but this is just why we're traveling. So it just hooks on just like this on one side, and then also hooks on the other side, so then if the clip does somehow come undone, it's still hooked. So I have this, and I think that's about it. Oh, I have one more thing. I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing I have is some food. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just put some food in a Pringles container. And then I also have, where did I set it? Oh my gosh, right here. It's some calming spray. It's not like the pheromone spray or whatever it's called, because I couldn't find any at PetSmart, and I had some on Amazon. I was going to order, but like, we're leaving tomorrow, so obviously won't get here in time. So it's just some calming spray. It's not like the pheromone spray or whatever. It just has like calming oils in it for cats, so looks like that. And then I also have 2 cans of wet food. She doesn't routinely eat wet food. Sometimes I'll give it to her like a few times a year as a treat, but she's an adult cat, and yeah. But in case she like gets super stressed out and stops eating or something, just to encourage her to eat, I brought these. They are kitten food because all I have, because I foster kittens, so that's all I have is some kitten food. But I'm pretty sure the only thing with kitten food is just extra protein, and since she's not going to be eating it routinely, it's literally just going to be if she stops eating or gets super sick or something and needs the extra food, like it'll be. So it's not like she's having it routinely, so I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And then the last thing I have is some treats. These are, I've mentioned these before, it's just like dried salmon, freeze-dried salmon. I love these type of treats. I have like chicken ones and stuff, but I use them all, so I have some left of these I'm going to bring. I might bring some toys. Probably not, though, honestly, because, well, she just isn't like a toy cat. She never plays with toys, so I probably actually won't bring any. And I also have a super cute collar that I made, but, like, it's not like a breakaway collar. I might put it on her just to be cute. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it just because. But I just bought a collar, so I probably don't need it, but I'm such an overpacker. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding everything in here, and then I also have a backpack. This is just kind of like my bag with just stuff for the road trip. Like I have my extra change of clothes while we're at the hotel and just stuff like that. So it's not like a bag just for her, but I'm just going to be putting some of her belongings in it. So I also have like books and stuff in here. So I'm just going to use this, and this also, like I said, has a pocket right here, like this, and then also has a pocket here. And it has like a little one here, but I don't think I can really put anything in there. So yeah, I'm gonna put some stuff in there. Okay, so this is the carrier, and in here I have the blanket and bed. Right here I have the calming spray, and I have the leash. In this little pocket, all I put in it was just some treats. And then I have, in this bag, I have the canned food. And then I put the dry food here, and I need to actually grab a food and water dish to put in, but I'll do that later. So I'll see you guys tomorrow whenever we're on the road. Okay guys, so it's now the morning. It's like 5:40 in the morning, but I have been up all night because, let's just say, it's easier for me to just be up all night than to wake up early, since we have to leave like in 30 minutes to an hour. like I would have to wake up at 5:30, and that's not happening. So I'd just rather stay up all night, and then I can sleep in the car. So I'm pretty smart, right? So I've been up all morning, or all night and morning, and then I'm drinking a smoothie right now, and like around 3 a.m. or 2 or 3, I was like exhausted where I was like, I'm going to sleep. And now I'm like wide awake because I started singing. Sorry, family. If you're watching this, I'm sorry if you could hear my beautiful singing. But I'm drinking this, and then I have a few more things to pack, like my toothbrush and stuff, like after I brush my teeth. And then I'll have to get Jasmine, and we'll be on the road. Okay, so we're about 2 or 3 hours into the trip. I have Jasmine out. She just gotta walk around in the grass and gets a drink of water. So she's doing great. Okay, guys, so I just have mascara all over my face. It's a lot later now. We just got back from the pool. So for Jasmine, the shower is an extremely big shower. So we have a litter box and her carrier and food and water. The reason we did this is just because she hasn't used a litter box in like 1 or 2 years, so she just had an accident. I don't want to risk her having it like on the bed or carpet in the hotel, since she didn't really have like a good litter habit, or never like hasn't used a litter box in a long time. But she goes to the bathroom in here, you know, you just hose it out or whatever. So I put her in here. It's extremely big, so she will be good. It's only for 1 night, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning.
I'm free.
Okay, guys, so we made it to Missouri. We've been in Missouri for like a week now. Jasmine has been at my aunt's house for a few days. I just kind of forgot to film. Here she is, though. She's doing very great. Definitely a lot happier than being at a hotel and rental house and all that stuff. She's still kind of warming up to it, though. I'll show you where she's been hiding. They do have another cat. They haven't really been near each other yet, though. Yeah, they just haven't really gone near each other at all. So, I don't really know how they are with each other, but she's doing great. It's actually, like, pretty cool here today. It's been, like, 80s, 90s, even 100s all week long. Probably 90s and 100s mostly. And then yesterday it rained a lot, and today it's probably, like, high 60s. And it's pretty chilly, especially because it's been raining, too. Kind of finally cleared off this evening, but yeah, so it's nice and good weather for her, so she's not too hot. But here she is. I'm just petting her, giving her tons of loves because I'm going back home tomorrow. So yeah, I'll show you where she's been staying. So here she is. They have this little porch. They have underneath their house there's like a little crawl space, and she has just been hiding underneath there, which is a very good way for her to stay safe and feel protected. And she has water here, and she has a food bowl somewhere. Oh, her food bowl's right there. So yeah, but she's doing amazing. That's it for this video. Make sure you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions about her being here or anything like that. And yeah, bye.